The following video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hi everyone, and welcome to another dorm room build. This time I'm sharing a cramped, pretty bohemian dorm because I'm once again building in Wyvern Hall, and there was this small 3x6 tile single dorm room, so I thought it'd be really fun to try to turn that into a little bohemian oasis. So the thing I kind of built this room around was putting these beaded curtains around the bed. That was the initial idea I had, and then I just kind of went with this bohemian theme around that. So as you can see, I had to do some deleting of the walls to get it to work, but in the end, it turned out fine, and it's also functional. Your Sims can still get in and out of the bed, which was something I wanted to make sure of because I didn't want to upload this room and then have the whole bed part of it not even work. And to try to get the bohemian feel, I added a bunch of posters around the bed, and I also put up a bunch of those string lights over it. So I did use those ones that came with the holiday patch a little while ago, and it just looks so nice. And then we also have this candle on the bedstand here, and I added another candle throughout the room in another spot, and I am just really happy with how this room turned out. And it actually took me a little bit longer than the other dorm room that I uploaded, which surprised me because that was for 2 Sims, whereas this is a smaller single Sim one, but I guess that's because I just crammed a lot more within this small space and I just went a little bit more into detail with some parts of it. But here are the string lights that I was talking about. And I originally put this wall decoration up next to the bed, but I got rid of it because it felt a little bit too busy. And I know I was trying to go for this whole detailed and cluttered look in this room, but something about it just felt off. And I know that's supposed to be kind of a bohemian styled item, but it just didn't really quite go with the vibe that I wanted for this room. So once I swapped that out for a bunch of posters, it just started looking a whole lot better. But we also have one of the dressers that came with this pack on the other side of the room, and then we also have a standing mirror there. And then I'm just going through and adding some more posters, and I thought that cactus was something that really fit in with the style of this room. Because I was also trying to have kind of a Tumblr-y feel to this room, and here I'm just struggling a little bit with trying to decorate this because, as I mentioned in the last dorm room that I uploaded, the OMSP shelf did break, so that did make it a little bit trickier to decorate this. And I believe it is fixed now. I did see something about a fixed version of being posted, so I definitely need to go ahead and put that back in my game. But when I was doing these rooms, it was still broken, so unfortunately I wasn't able to use it. But now we're on to the desk area, and we also have a mini fridge and a microwave over here in that corner near the door. And I just added a whole bunch of things to this desk, like we have those succulent decorations that came with this pack, which, by the way, are absolutely adorable. We also have this book clutter, which is something I was really happy to see added to the game. There's also this really cute looking little figurine. And I was kind of imagining the Sim being maybe an art major or an art history major, because I think there was an art history major, and then there's also a fine arts major. So I was thinking maybe they're in one of those, and I did want to fit an art easel into this dorm room, but there wasn't really enough space. Like, I was worried that if I put it in, like, it wouldn't be functional or something else wouldn't be functional because it was there, because this is unfortunately only 3 tiles wide, so that really does not give you much space to work with. So I just decided to leave that out and then put a bookshelf on the other side instead of trying to cram all of that in. But it would be fun to make a full-on artist dorm eventually, so that is something that I want to do. And I also want to do some more like opposite type dorms, or, you know, Sims with very different interests type dorms, like maybe a messy Sim versus a neat Sim dorm. I know that's kind of a common idea, but that's always fun to try to do. And I think someone suggested on Twitter, because I did ask on Twitter for some dorm room ideas, and I think someone suggested making a STEM versus an art major dorm, so that's another fun idea that I might do. But over here, we just got this bookshelf in this little reading area, so I just put down that puff chair from movie hangout stuff that definitely went with that bohemian theme. Like, that was perfect. That was something that I had to put in. And then we just have another one of those succulents over here on this bookshelf. And I decided to get a little bit more creative with the decorating over here and just make it so that, you know, that book stack looked like it was held in place by by that plant on the other side. And we're getting pretty close to the finishing of this dorm room, so there will be a link to download this in the description. And I'll also have some screenshots after the whole building is complete so you can get a final look at this build. But that is going to be all for me, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!